Welcome to the Smallest Podcast. You know who it is. SOE Cash Cow. And I'm here with my beautiful queen and co-host, Miss T. Marie.
Indeed. Here I is. Another week, another hot day. Beautiful.
Yeah, it is a nice day today.
It is.
How was your week?
Everything good. I can't even complain. A lot of productivity going on this week. Got a lot of things done. Hopefully next week I'll be celebrating a few things. Who knows?
Oh, we're going to be celebrating for sure next week.
Indeed.
Always. It's always a celebration. Celebration
How
around
for you
here.
this week?
This week was a pretty good week, man. Pretty good, positive, and productive week. You know, trying to stay out the way, stay getting money. You know what I mean? Trying to stay in the way of this money.
The objective.
Walking in my purpose. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you
hear me?
Walking
So,
like you're talking.
yeah, walking and just scrolling Instagram, seeing all this nonsense
Man,
going
that's the
on.
problem. I think we need to take a break from. I be saying that all the time. Like I just need to put the phone down, but I can't because everything I like is on the phone, and
I got
everything
a
I
phone.
need to do is on the phone.
Right.
So
You can put it down though. You know,
I can put it down, but
yeah, you got to pick it back up.
I gotta.
It's just about putting it down more often than not.
Exactly. It's
That's all.
intentional. That's all.
Right.
But I hate the fact that it really is. I am that addicted to it. Like I know I am. And the fact that I have to intentionally do it as an adult is like, okay, no, put it down in a whole other room. You don't touch it. You don't touch it. You lock that door. That's how I do that to myself. So.
But you know, it's crazy the type of addiction it is though, because first off, it's an addiction that they made on purpose.
Oh, believe it.
And then second, it's like you're just addicted to having something in your hand.
Something different,
You know
and
what
you're
I'm
just
saying?
doing this.
Right. It's
Like,
more
that's
like
it.
it's just like smoking. Like smokers, you know, they're addicted to nicotine, but when they quit smoking, like one of the main things that they have a problem with is putting stuff, you know, they like, I got to keep something in my mouth because I want to smoke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm so used to having a cigarette
That's why I crochet.
that is different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So same thing with Instagram. So maybe instead of scrolling, maybe instead of picking up your phone, maybe you pick up a rock. I don't know. Right.
Everything else. So,
Pick
I
up
say,
anything but
besides that damn phone.
but the phone.
Because this is really a problem, and I truly do not like it, but it definitely
It's a
is.
disturbing new trend.
Just go look for it. I'm like, no. What did I put in my calendar? Let me see. What did I have to do today? Now I got to go back to the phone. Like, stuff like that, my brain plays tricks with me and makes me go back to the phone because I need it for something, but it's not. So I just literally just take the phone, I put it on Do Not Disturb, put it in my room, and walk away and just pray for the best. Like,
Right,
don't
but-
look at it for 4 hours. Just let it go. 4 hours. Especially if I know my kids is in the house, I'm good. Like, there's nothing to be done. Like, I don't need a business call coming in right now. This is a good time for me to say 4 hours. Don't touch that phone. Don't touch it. Leave it alone.
Well, first off, we want everybody to make sure they like, comment, and subscribe
Always.
to the channel
Why
for
can't
sure.
you do it already?
And then when you talk about that, right? Like everything should be done in moderation anyway, right?
Indeed.
But when it comes to the phone, and my thing is, I never, like at one point in time, I felt somewhat like you. Like, man, I'll be on the phone too fucking much and stuff. And then I had to, you know, do the D&D sometimes, you know, when I'm working in the morning and stuff like that. But what did change my way of using my phone, like I don't be on it as much as I probably should. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, the things that we're doing,
And that's what gets me
everything,
every time.
right? Everything is based off of consistency.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But going back to what I was saying, the phone is a tool.
It is.
And that's how I look at it more than an entertainment device.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a tool. So, instead of looking at it like, oh, I got to put this thing down, how can I make this motherfucker make some money for me? How can I work this bitch to the bone?
All of that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I be looking at it like, shit, what can I do on this motherfucker to make some money? You know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker's a money maker. So, but I get what you're saying on the mentality of, you know, just picking it up and
For
scrolling
absolutely
and
no
stuff,
reason.
right?
It's like
and
you
be
just
gone.
own it.
Because I ain't gonna lie, it's been a couple times where I you know, get on the phone and you just looking for one thing, and the next thing you know, you scrolling through shit. Like, oh shit.
I didn't even get to Instagram. I was supposed to be on my emails. What happened?
Right. So that was
That's crazy.
So that's crazy, but you know, got to use it as a tool, and like I say, work this bitch to death.
Man.
You hear me?
It should.
Work this
Burnt
bitch to
out.
death like a workhorse.
I swear.
All right, so first, one of the things that I came across, so one of the first topics we'll talk about today is
Topic of the day.
I guess you call it disfiguration or perfection. Like, so you got women who are out here getting BBLs, they get their lips injected and, you know, different stuff. They get collagen, or is it collagen or Botox? They get the Botox in their face, stuff like that. You know, and, you know, it makes them look better or it gives them more confidence, and that's dope. But there's something else going on right now that came across my timeline, and it's definitely disturbing to me. But I mean, I don't think any of our people are doing it because I didn't see any of our people doing it.
No.
But here, let's let it play for a second.
Hitting themselves deliberately on the face with hammers and other objects. Why? They think it'll give them a more chiseled, handsome look. But as Jim Murray reports, doctors are sounding the alarm.
It's a bizarre trend that's hard to believe. These young men are hitting themselves in the face with hammers, even saucepans. Get this, they think it will improve their looks. It's called looksmaxing, and it's being promoted on social media by 20-year-old Braden Peters, a controversial influencer who calls himself Clavicular and has 800,000 followers. You gotta hit the chin hard. He spoke his off-the-wall message on 60 Minutes with Australia.
Sound like some, what? Pause. Make a pause.
These traumas, typically on your cheekbones, your chin.
But he walked out of that interview moments after he was asked about links between looksmaxing and incels, guys who hate women.
How do you feel about being linked to that group? Thanks for the time. Appreciate the interview.
I spoke with Beverly Hills plastic surgeon, Dr. Michael Zarabi.
Looksmaxing.
But wait a minute. I didn't. So he said that it has something to do with men that hate women. Isn't that what he just said? Like, and the guy walked out of the interview because he said something about that.
Yeah.
We gotta look into that. Like what? So these niggas are trying to make themselves look good for each other.
Look, I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. We got different alphabets now. We got all type of stuff going on. So who am I? I am totally out the loop. They out here talking about you the birthday now, 6-7s, all these things that we're just no longer part of. So just understand that, yes, that is definitely plausible. It's definitely possible. Because, yeah, this is 2026. Looksmaxing is the term. So I'm just going to go ahead and just get a hammer and go like this all day. And go like this so that I can get a cleft chin. And that's going to make me beautiful. Like, I don't understand who took the time to do that. You knew, I know you bruised, number one. You had to bruise. If you hit yourself with the hammer in the same spot, you're definitely bruising yourself. So, like, you're not discussing that part, but you're online telling people if you just hit yourself with a pan or a chisel or a mallet or anything, have your friend kick you in the, I don't know. Whatever is going to get the job done, pretty much, is what they're kind of explaining. But it's sad. And they said that it's not even, the doctor was going to tell you, like, that's not a good thing, because all you're doing is, he said something about...
Oh, they talk about, he says it.
I spoke with Beverly Hills plastic surgeon, Dr. Michael Zarabi. What do you make of this trend of looksmaxing and taking a hammer to your own face?
You can damage muscles and cause permanent muscle injury. You can even damage nerves that can result in facial weakness or even areas of numbness. And in extreme examples, you can even damage the brain and cause, for example, a concussion. So it's absolutely not a good thing to do.
Listen to what this plastic surgeon says happened to one guy who tried looksmaxing.
The patient took a hammered it to the face, broke the bone, and the bone on the bottom of the eyeball flipped up and popped the eye, and he went blind.
Oh my gosh.
Clavicular's life took a dark turn earlier this week when he appeared to suffer an overdose in a Miami nightclub during a live stream.
Rescue 16, 20-year-old male overdose.
He was carried out and taken to the hospital. This morning, he posted, "Just got home. That was brutal."
You should know.
And you want to listen to a nigga that got to get sent home like that. That's the place you want to get your advice from.
Clavicular. What's his name? Testicular?
Yeah, that's the name. That is it. Because, yeah, he's a tool and he's a penis. He's a set of balls. I don't know. Because I don't understand how you got
clavicle. What is that? I forgot. Clavicular.
claviculars.
I don't know.
Lord, clavicular
But
homicide.
that's some straight up white boy shit. Of course, you know, even when I watch movies and look at models and stuff, like they in that world, perfection is straight lines. You know what I'm saying? Straight lines, skinny as fuck.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? No curves.
Well, yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? The curves are your bones. Like the curves be your bones. You know what I'm saying? They be seeing your pelvis and see your fucking vertebrae and shit. That's like, you think that's sexy. They think that's sexy. They want you to look like a turkey or a chicken.
I don't even know what that's supposed to be, but it ain't right.
I had to bring that up because I came across it and was like, this is some stupid shit. Well, there's some more stupid shit. Let's just keep with the stupid shit. So, I don't know if you've seen this, but King, T.I.'s son, was pulled over. And when this guy was pulled over, he was in a Pokemon costume. And they had this nigga in the lineup with like Pokemon. It was him, like Tony the Tiger. Like Tony the Tiger, like Snap Crackle Pop. The Transformer and shit.
Funny.
That shit was hilarious.
That's funny.
But talking about King, like what the fuck is his problem? What do you think? Like, you think he just like because my thing is why are you riding around in a Pokemon costume?
Well, and that's the kind of where they was kind of stuck in because he's supposed to be touring with his brother, Damani.
Okay.
And so they're using his little arrest right now to figure out if he's going to continue to go on tour with him because I think that they made an agreement prior to the tour starting that if he got in any trouble, then he was going to get kicked off the tour. A week later, he gets arrested for this. But he had, of course, King like, no, it ain't going to be like that. And, why? I wasn't trying to get locked up. I wasn't doing nothing on purpose to get locked up. Da-da-da-da-da. So he asked Tip. And Tip was like, well, I got to look at it like this because you can imagine that he probably wasn't going outside expecting to get arrested. This nigga had a Pokemon onesie on. He was like, so you would think that, he probably was literally on the way around the corner, maybe to go to the store or something like that real quick and come back. But he just happened to get pulled over. And he was like, so it's kind of up in the air. Like, you would just think that he ain't that crazy to want to be out here when he himself loves to be online, but he ain't trying to be clowned online. So would he really be out here on purpose getting in trouble with a Pokemon onesie on? So he like, well, I guess I can see what you're saying, but I don't know. But King is wild.
Yeah, I kick him off the tour.
I mean, King is wild.
I don't even know none of King's songs.
I didn't even know he made songs. I thought he was making songs just because the tour was in place and all his other brothers and sisters was doing it. And he's like, why not? I'm part of the Harris family. I'm supposed to do this. I don't know.
Well, maybe, but I've never heard a song from King.
Nah, yeah, I definitely haven't. So I don't know if it's good, hot or not. But yeah,
I think he made. Did he make a song? I think he might have made a song for 50. You know what I'm saying? Because wasn't he the first one with the 50 Cent disc? With the 50 Cent disc?
Really? Oh, okay. Is that what he's going to perform? Is that what he's going to do?
I'm guessing.
Just keep on.
I think he came out with a song first after he was talking all that, talking about his mama and all this other crazy stuff about 50. I thought that he came out with a song first.
I remember that.
And then,
the only song I ever known about.
right, so that's the only song I've ever known about either.
Unless he just be on, I don't know.
Unless he might have an whole album. We just not tapped into King. That's all. We just not tapped into King. But when I did tap in, his ass was in a Pokemon outfit, and then he had like a bottle in the car too, though. Didn't he have a bottle of liquor in the car?
I feel like he might have had liquor and they may have found some weed.
I
don't know if he had a gun. I don't know.
No, I don't know nothing about no guns.
I don't know.
I ain't gonna say nothing about that.
That would ride around with a gun. I don't know.
No, he rides around with guns.
Like having it in the car just because.
Oh no, he rides around with guns. He definitely rides. I think he got pulled over with some guns like last year or something like that. So yeah, he rides around with the hammer. He keep that strap on him, but he had a Pokemon outfit on him this time. So I don't know, man. It was just funny. It was really funny just to see this nigga in the lineup with like Tony the Tiger and fucking Winnie the Pooh and shit. Like, this nigga's just a character like everybody else. I think he was in there with Yu-Gi-Oh! I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Was in the lineup.
All of them.
Oh, man.
All the animes out.
So, All right, let's get serious. They say women. So this is a podcast called The Truth After Dark, and I think this is what looks like it was Paul Pierce was on here, and it says women aren't taught how to treat men. So let's see what they're talking about.
To treat men, right? I think, and I don't think I don't think all men are good at treating women how they should be treated, but we're still more aware of how women are supposed to be treated. Whether we sign on to that or not, you're supposed to treat a woman with respect. You talk to her this way. Like, some niggas be like, man, fuck that. Like, but we're still more aware. I think
100%.
Men are taught how to treat women, and women are taught how to be treated.
Yep.
And then you got,
I said this on my last episode.
You know what I'm saying?
I literally said this. Yeah.
Hold up.
Yep.
Men are a specific thing. We are a creature.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and so it's worth putting more of that into the conversation, because
very real.
It just raises awareness on the part of the woman, like on how to create balance. You know,
So you say you agree with that?
I can agree with that. I feel like I agree only because men, again, you have to go back to what is their driving force: sex. I want a woman because I want to get her. So these are the things that's going to get that woman. So of course you're going to be aware, because your ultimate objective is to get that ass. For us, if we at the end of the stick, all we got to do is keep playing the game. Like, oh, okay, well, get on that roller coaster and jump off with the flip. You got to do 2 flips.
Shut up.
And then, like, I don't know if you're going to play, but I think it's definitely true. But I think that's the reason why. But I definitely agree that women should have a better understanding of how to deal with men and how to manage men. And I don't think enough women have that discussion at all, even though they claim that men are so simple and things like that. But it really, I don't know. Because I think that men kind of blur the lines too, to be like, okay, I'm a nurturer and I want to be able to take care of you. I want to do everything. But then you be like, I don't want to do it. And then, I don't know. It gets a little...
You said I want to do it. What?
I don't know. It's a little... The line gets blurred all the time.
I want to do it.
So I just be like, I don't know. But I just know that some things are true and some are not. And I do believe that it's something that women should learn. Definitely. What you think?
I think that's bullshit. No, I'm just playing. No, yeah, I mean, my mother taught me how to treat a woman. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, and she taught my daughter how to treat a man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about having somebody in your life that has been with a man, or you know, has a successful relationship that you can pass that information on. And unfortunately, in our community, our relationships don't seem to be, just aren't sometimes that healthy. You know what I mean? As well as, us as a community, we seem to carry a lot of bitterness towards people. You know what I'm saying? We are very unforgiving. It takes a lot for, it seems like, black women, as well as some black men, to forgive their, spouse or their baby daddy or baby mama or whatever, for whatever the, issues may have been. And, I was actually watching Abbott Elementary. Did you see the new episode of Abbott Elementary?
Mm-hmm.
So that, and I think that was a good episode.
That was a great episode.
Because of the way, once again, how, it took some older people coming in and giving them some knowledge, because it's like, what are you fighting over? Because these are the type, because that was like a real thing. That's some real shit that people would definitely break up over. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, nigga, you don't want to. And it's because, like she said, you're looking at it, like she said, you're looking at it more so, it's like what she saying? Because I was thinking about the old lady, what she was saying about her wanting what she wants, but not wanting what's best for the situation. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Exactly. She said you got to figure out the want behind the want.
Right. There you go. The want behind the want. Yeah. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Because I honestly thought Greg was going to eventually say he's scared of flying. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought he was going to come out and say. Like, yo, I'm just scared of flying. But no, that nigga said, no, I'm just trying to save my money.
Yeah. That nigga counted dollars. I'm not trying to pay all of that.
He said, I'm trying. And that's real shit, though. Yeah. That's real shit. And it's things that it's about having a real woman that understands that type of shit. Because I feel like a lot of women these days feel like they supposed to meet you, and off top we supposed to be talking about taking trips and shit like that, and doing this and doing that. And it's like, no, I don't even know you like that for real to be even trying to, treat you like this and start taking you places and doing things. We have to really get to know each other first. Shit, right? You know what I'm saying? I got to see if I like you enough to even take your ass out of town.
You about to have me on a damn outside somewhere. I can't even be like, you know what, bitch, get out.
Listen,
figure it out.
Acting crazy, okay? But no. Going back to what what we were saying. So yeah, I think that that's her once again, because she went back to her mother and what she was seeing her mother do when it came to relationships. Like every time a relationship got hard, my mama left. Yep. So that's what I'm doing. And that's a lot of times that's what it is. Yeah. People do what they see their parents do. You know what I'm saying? If I see my parents, didn't take no shit from nobody, then I'm not taking no shit from nobody. You know what I'm saying? If my dad said this, then I'm not doing. You know what I mean? So, but in the end, it's your relationship. Your daddy not there, your mama not there. This is you and her. This is some new shit. You know what I'm saying? So you got to put that old shit and be like, all right, look, that was cool, but now I'm trying to be with this woman. What changes do I have to make, or what am I going to have to do to make sure that this is going to be, a productive and positive relationship? You know what I'm saying?
The communication, though.
Communication, that is.
Now that the people don't want to have a conversation because they don't like to deal with anything that is not what they want to hear. So it's like the minute you hear something that you don't want to hear, you take offense to it, and now all of a sudden it's an argument. Everything doesn't have to be an argument. I don't agree with what you said, or this is not what I want to do, or whatever. I don't have to agree with everything. Like, I'm not you. So my thing is, I never understand how people believe that every day is going to be a good day. Every day is not going to be. You don't even have a good day by yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, how do you go into these relationships and act like the minute somebody says something that you don't like, fuck them? Right. You couldn't have one conversation with this person, just to be like, hey, clear mind, like this way, even if it's 24 hours later, have a conversation where we're not going back and forth arguing, we're actually talking. It may get a little elevated in regards to me expressing myself just because I get emotional like that, but I'm not yelling at you. I'm just expressing to you, this is what I feel like, or this is why I feel this way, and you receive that, and you tell me where you're coming from. Where is the compromise? It gotta be. If we care about each other enough, we should be able to have that conversation to create the compromise. But again, nobody wants to take the time to do that because they're so scared of somebody with another opinion or somebody not doing what they want them to do. And it's just like, no, that's not even realistic. That's not realistic at all. And I think that's the biggest problem with relationships nowadays. Nobody wants to talk. Y'all just want fucking roses and valleys all day, and that's not it.
Nobody want to talk. Everybody just want what they want, and then keep it moving.
That's it.
And then when the hard conversations do start, people get to leaving.
Oh, believe it.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I ain't doing that. Nope.
Right.
Damn. I ain't even started. All right, you know what you about to... All right, well, damn. Ah, shit.
I already know what you about to say. I already know.
How you already know? So just because, like, now you want that person, the person that's sitting there internalizing everything, just letting that shit boil, and once it boils to the surface, now this nigga about to kill your ass. Come on, now it is not healthy. It's not healthy. Have the conversation.
Not healthy at all.
Indeed, but yeah, I totally agree. Women need to do better. We're just trying to have a better understanding of men, because again, it's a lot of women who just have never seen those types of relationships. So you can look at that as value if you can get somebody to break down what makes a good man and how to maintain that relationship with that good man.
Right, because I mean, even going out to maybe your church or even some church events or something like that, talking to a pastor or something. I'm not saying they're the perfect people to talk to, but I'm just saying somebody, because I mean, your pastor might not even be married, but I don't know. But I'm just saying, you got to be around, because even in a relationship, you still want to kind of hang around people who are in relationships, healthy relationships.
Healthy.
Not hang around people who are in toxic relationships, but hang around with other people in healthy relationships because y'all can double date, bounce ideas off of each other, take trips together. You're hanging with your own kind as well as learning how to treat your man better because you can take pointers from how she treat her man, and vice versa with the men. I could take pointers from how he treat his woman. Oh, you do that for your girl? She like that shit. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try that for my girl. See if she like it. So I mean, it's all about taking some effort and some initiative and communication. Yeah. I mean, that's what it boils down to.
Work.
Definitely boils down to, but it definitely, women are definitely taught how to be treated. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I definitely agree with that.
No, he got to do this for you, girl. If he don't do that, then you make sure.
Down the street, his Air Force One.
He ain't the one, girl. He ain't the one. He is not the one at all. All right, so this is some drama.
What is this?
Did you see Ice Spice get slapped in L.A.?
That was sick.
That was sick. I like Ice Spice. She all right. I think she.
I don't know.
You ain't never heard none of her music?
I mean, no. Outside of what's it called? The Munch. That's the only thing I know. The niggas a Munch.
The Munch.
I don't know.
That's her claim to fame. That was the hit.
Munch. I heard another song about with this chick.
Well, the video, and once again, I'm gonna ask you a question when I'm done telling you what happened in the video. But in the video, Ice Spice is sitting in McDonald's in L.A. Mm-hmm. Her and her, I think it's one of her white friends.
Okay.
Because everybody was talking about if her black friend was there, the shit wouldn't happen. But whatever. So you don't hear no audio.
You don't. Yeah.
You just see, the girl walk up, look like she say something to her, or whatever. Look like Ice Spice say something back to her. Look like she say something back to her. But
then you do hear audio because I feel like I heard she was like, "Well, where you from?" And then she was like, she said something. Like I feel like it was off at the beginning, but like at the end, you did hear what was said.
Oh yeah, at the end, I think because they was outside or something. Because are you talking about at the end when they go outside?
No, this was still in the restaurant. This she was like, "Where you from?" No, she was like, "Where you from?" She was like, "I'm from here," or something like McDonald's or something like that. And that's when the girl got offended and went over there to hit her.
Oh, I don't remember hearing that.
I heard that part, but it was definitely you prior to that.
Oh, here it is. Okay. I didn't even listen to this shit. I probably would just scroll to it.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be getting that close to me and I don't know you like that. There ain't no fucking way. That's what she fucked up. You ain't never too cool for you to act like you ain't threatened by most of them coming into your space. And they over your ass and you ain't got no defensive stance about yourself. Nah, that ain't happening. She had you in the wrong spot. Nah, that I didn't see.
So now she want to fight the girl, and this nigga want to fight her. A dude want to beat up the Ice Spice. Yeah.
Oh, I ain't seen none of this shit. Girl, you are nothing. Like, I wouldn't let that happen. Yeah, whoever what's that big ass red sweater? Whoever.
Shout out Trap LA.
She wax. That is not your friend. Whoever she is not your friend.
So the question I have for you, real or fake?
I would think it's real because again, that was just crazy in itself for you to allow a motherfucker that close to your personal space and you not be ready to defend yourself. I don't know. I think she was crazy enough to sit there because then she thought that maybe everything was cool because she had her white protection on the side. I don't know.
That's why
I think it was fake.
Yeah, I think it's fake because all this shit be fake nowadays. But the reason I think it was fake is because, like you said, you let her walk up on you. She's already talking shit. Like, it's not like she walked up on you like, hey, girl, what's up? First off, I'm Ice Spice. Mm-hmm. And I'm in McDonald's in L.A. without my security. I'm a multi-millionaire. Or, I mean, I don't know if she's multi-millionaire. But I'm probably sure. Hell no.
Walmart and Target.
Hell no.
She go to Family Dollar.
Without her security?
She go to New York without her security. Like, my thing is, they sometimes think they can move like that. Some of them want to be
not McDonald's
normal.
Not McDonald's in LA. I just don't believe. Now, if you was in a drive-thru, yeah, you was probably without security, but not like McDonald's is not. I don't give a fuck which McDonald's you go to. There's always There's always a chance for it to get hood, right? And the reason I say that is because, nigga, McDonald's is for people who, you know, it's fast food, but it's for people who ain't got no fucking money. Like, nigga, well, this is the value menu, nigga. I'm eating off the value menu, nigga.
Get that McDouble meal.
Right, we get the McDouble meals and shit like that. Like, niggas don't be coming in that bitch spending $100 on a fucking McDonald's meal. Unless you fat as fuck, and then you might, you know, get a bunch of shit, 600-pound life type shit. But other than that, nah, man, ain't nobody just sitting and chilling. Let me look back. Did you see any fucking food on the table?
I don't believe so. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's some food on the table.
Was it? Okay.
Look, I be having to go. I gotta go back and look. Was it even food there? Were they even eating anything?
Yeah, you're not walking up to me like that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm Ice Spice.
No way. I would have got up immediately. Like, you walking up on me a little too aggressive. What's going on? Like, we got problems? What's the problem? I ain't about to be sitting down waiting to find out what the hell you want, though. I sure ain't doing that.
Yeah, I be thinking all this shit is fake, man. I be thinking all of it is for clicks and views. Because, nobody's talking about Ice Spice. And unfortunately, the best publicity is negative publicity.
Hey,
that is the best. But I'm telling you, it's the best. It's in the book. It's in a book called Contagious by Jonah Barron, I want to say. But yeah, it says it in the book. The best publicity is negative publicity. Because people gonna keep talking. People gonna talk about it for days. People gonna talk about it a lot longer. Once again, people have said it numerous times. I've donated money to this organization and all this. You don't never hear that shit on nothing. I think Ray J even said it. Like, no, I be doing all type of good shit out here in the streets. But all you ever see on these platforms is when I'm getting arrested or I'm going through it or something like that.
Right.
Because that's what gets everybody viewed.
Indeed.
You feel me? Like, everybody eats off that shit. But I will say, if it wasn't fake, then sorry to see that she got beat up.
Right.
But to me, it was fake because my thing is, you Ice Spice, and you a millionaire. And don't get me wrong, you can eat McDonald's, but I'm not gonna be too far from my security. Like, I'm not. And once again, like, one of her little friends was like, if I was there, whoop whoop, that's my security. Like, I would have made sure if I'm going out in the public, I'm gonna go with somebody that I know is gonna be down to get live with me. You know what I'm saying? Because that bitch was not down to get live at all.
Sweater was not
at all. So I'm not going out in public chilling without somebody with them hands. Like, I gotta have somebody with some hands with me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But once again, it might not have been fake, but I just felt like out of nowhere somebody just beats up Ice Spice. Like, come on.
I'm gonna find somebody from the hallway to see if I can get $5 to come in and just bum rush me from the side.
Now watch.
Like, just run through and just start.
Ice Spice is gonna drop a new song in the next 2-3 weeks. Watch what I tell you.
If it works, so that's
gonna drop a new song, maybe even a whole new album.
All right.
She might even drop a new album now that everybody talking about it.
Difference between a wife.
That's what we about to do. I'm about to have the girl come in. She's gonna bum rush me from the side out of the blue. Then I'm like, bitch.
I'm about to say, because you don't look like you're going to take too many L's, Tasha. Don't like nobody going to give you no L's, Tasha.
After that, we get the views, and then go up from there. People want to see that. Might have to put that on, make that happen.
And no, it's not.
The difference between a wife and some street rats.
I will tell you this flat out. I am not scared to lose a man. I am not scared. That's the problem. And no, it's not.
That's the problem. I don't think that we as women should be spreading our intimate things with men.
Do I think that my husband or my partner can go and have lunch or dinner with just a
woman one-on-one? Yes.
Oh, I agree too, yes.
She does it.
For what?
Come to the house. I'll cook for you.
I need my time with my friend privately.
That's weird.
See?
It's weird to me.
I want to catch up like with my dog. I want to talk.
But why can't you do that in front of your man?
But I also can't share every single lived experience.
That's weird.
I'd be so resentful if my man controlled my life that much. It wouldn't work.
But is it control or is it respect? I don't think, because for me, there's not a man on this planet that I would choose over my husband. This is your once-in-a-lifetime, platinum needle in a haystack, swing for the fences, best friend, confidant, lover, husband.
Like, that's not true.
But no, husband. No, and that's the thing. You see it different. But in my mind, I'm like, y'all don't want to be married.
This is exactly what's wrong with modern dating. They want to be able to have their cake and eat it too. It's not a respect factor, because the moment this woman right here mentions respect, the other one was like, oh my God, stop. Like, yeah, why would you want to be able to have your significant other with the opposite sex just talking, meeting like they cool? The other woman says, yeah, yo, I should be able to say some things to my dog and this and that. That shit is weird. If you're trying to be married, there's boundaries, and they don't believe in that. They believe that's controlling when it's respect. And it's crazy because she dead ass said she should be able to tell her dog, her friend, something that she can't say in front of her man. There should be things that she should be able to share with the other dude that she can't share with the guy that she's supposed to spend her rest of her life with. Like, it makes no sense to me, bro. And this is on a podcast that a lot of women are watching, and they're doing all of this bullshit, and they're agreeing here. Some agree with the married woman, some agree with the street rats, and it's weird because they create this feud and dynamic with traditional versus modern. And now it just confuses all the women that don't know what to do. They're going to do what they feel, and we all know when women feel, it never steers them in the right direction.
Well, they're gonna do what the most popular person that they like to listen to does.
Right.
Unfortunately.
It's the scheme that they want to fit.
Right.
They just like to wear the shoes that fit them. That's all.
Exactly. But having a cake and eating it too has always been, like, from what they were saying, you know, that one chick who's on there, I think her name is Mandy. Mm-hmm. She seems like once again, like, honestly, her whole attitude to me is she don't want to get married.
Oh, I don't think so.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't believe
you don't want no man. But, you know, you also take into consideration, and this is not to be, you know, not to dog or nothing, but she's not that attractive to be, in my opinion, to be as picky or to be, if you want, like, if she doesn't want to get married and doesn't want a husband at all, fine. She still ain't that attractive. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, in my opinion, a lot of times the more unattractive women are the ones with the attitudes like, I won't do that for no man. Yeah, bitch, because you probably won't get a good man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, your whole attitude is going to be, fuck them, and no, I ain't going to do that, and that's disrespect. I ain't respecting them. Right, because you already feel like you probably ain't got nothing coming. You know what I'm saying? You know you ain't got nothing coming. So, that's why, because in my opinion, a woman who values herself and knows that, you know, she's a good woman and she would be a great woman to a good man, she's not thinking like that. She's not acting like that. You know what I'm saying? She's being more open-minded. She's being more, you know, just open-minded. Like, okay, you know what, I can understand it, or I can see that. Exactly. But to just be like, oh, no, I don't, nope, what? Oh, no. Like, everything the young lady said was like a problem. And all she was saying was that my husband is
best friend,
right? My everything, which is what he's supposed to be.
Exactly. Ain't no. Why would you need anybody else?
Right. And why is you over there telling stories to your girls or to some other nigga that you can't say to your man?
That's number one right there. And I can respect the other chick what she said. She's like, well, okay, we'll come over. I could if it's like that. Why would that not be okay? Like, there's no reason why we need to be in private. You know, away. Because, again, if she knows that we're friends and it's that cool, then I should be able to just stop by and girl, you gonna cook? Hell yeah, girl. Anyway, let's talk. Right. Nah, friend. Like, that's fine. That's fine. Like, I feel like that's cool as hell, but no. To disrespect him in that, the matter of you saying that you cannot talk to him like this, and, okay, so who did you choose then? Maybe you should choose him then. Why did you choose your best friend? That makes no sense. What's that about?
Right.
Know. Yeah.
So, but
I agree.
And right now, like they said, like he said, the traditional women versus the modern women. And who was that? What podcast was that? The Sensei J podcast. Shout out to Sensei J. It was modern women versus traditional women, and I mean, it's really no comparison because it's just two different environments. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Two different ways of being brought up and raised. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely different. So once again, you have to, if you want, at this point in time, we raising our kids. So now, you know what I'm saying, we have to instill certain things because a lot of us ain't changing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, we are who we are.
I mean, you willing to intentionally do something for somebody else if you care that much.
Exactly. No.
For the most part. Yeah,
right. We're just not.
What it is.
Right. But, you know, when you, like, it's just, you know, it's just the luck of the draw, man. Because I can't even say, because, you know, you can meet a modern woman and you might be able to tell her, like, hey, these are the things that I like. And she may be like, all right, I can rock with that. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh, I like to, you know, my woman to cook, or I like my woman to do this or do that. Mm-hmm. She may rock with it, and she may not. You know what I'm saying? But that's conversation. That's communication. That's me letting you know, all right, well, this is what I like. This is, you know, this is what makes me happy. You know what I mean? And if you can't rock with those things, then, you know, we probably shouldn't be together. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times, motherfuckers will still be together. You know what I'm saying?
Being single.
Well, because that and motherfuckers be talking about their body count. You know, I heard that a couple times with these hoes. You know what I'm saying? You know, be talking that shit, be pissing me off. So I'm trying to keep my body count low, bitch.
Have you ever heard a chick say that for real?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Talking about circling back. I've had chicks circle back on some old. What's up? What you into? You fucking with somebody? Nah, I'm cool. What was good? Oh shit, I'm just trying to see what's up with you. Trying to keep my body count down.
Oh wow.
Like.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Wow. That's the game? Wow.
Fuck the same people, then you keep the body count down. That's the word in the streets. Because it's the same dick, I guess.
Say it, though. To say it out loud and you got
to say it out loud?
Penis? Damn.
Oh, yeah.
We got that far? Wow.
Kept it 100. I was like, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I understand. I'm glad you chose me. I'm glad you chose me to help keep your body count down. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for that shit.
That is wild. That's wild.
I'm all for that shit.
That's hilarious. I would have put a poll up to say how many women have said that out loud to us.
Could you be with a masculine?
Some funny shit to see.
I put a poll up for that. I'll put a poll up for the.
Insecure of a man.
I'll pull it up for the poll when I'll try to.
Or
find a clip for
all the women who have made that excuse for themselves. Period. Like, that's crazy to me.
Oh yeah, keep their body count down.
Insecure of a man not to like or want you to dress sexy in order for you to be his wife.
What's sexy?
What I got on, like what I got on right now.
Oh, where your shirt at?
Which is no shirt and a jacket.
Kitty, where you at?
Kitty's out.
I think that sometimes some of y'all women really don't understand how territorial men are. It's different if you were covered up, but baby, you got tape on. So yes, of course, a man who knows how men are going to look at you, knowing that there's going to be men who are going to be predators or going to pursue you, he's right for saying that. That's not meaning that he's insecure. He's territorial. That's a man's nature, and that's absolutely okay. It's your responsibility as his woman to understand his nature and to also have boundaries with yourself, knowing what you are exposing yourself to. I'm going to say this. I'm going to be quick. I'm so glad I can have conversations with my husband because I asked him, we had a deep conversation. I said, what is it about women that will make you not wife her? And the first thing he said, the way she presents herself. That's coming from a man. Men will tell you that if you dress provocative, they're going to see you as an object. Stop calling men insecure. That is their God-given right to say, I don't want my woman to present herself out here because not only is she a representation of me, she's a representation of herself.
Insecure.
That's right. Now that's right.
Boy. Kitty done saved me a few times.
And that, you know, and that's, I think that's the last thing she said is the biggest thing. It's a representation of yourself. Mm-hmm. Like, if you don't respect yourself, then how you think I'm going to respect you? Or any other man's going to respect you? You know what I'm saying? Period. And it'd be so crazy because the women like that. As soon as you say something about this shit, trying to give them some game, like, hey, baby, you know, you probably shouldn't be wearing it. Like, well, I wear what I want to wear. I just did that. You like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. Do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do. But, yeah, I mean, it's just, like, the chick, she literally had on titty tape, like, on the jacket, talking about how she dressed. You know what I'm saying? Her man said something about how she dressed. Shit, hell yeah, you gonna say something about how you dress. Bitch, you coming outside with titty tape on.
But there are a lot of men who like that. And that's what I'm like. So it's like, again, it's somebody for everybody. And my
who like that woman coming out with titty tape on?
Yeah. Because again, you see that in sometimes in some occasions, just like guys.
You think some pimps? You seen some regular
guys who marry and wife up chicks. I mean, you can even go back as far as Kanye and Amber. Did they not get with? No, Wiz and Amber, they got married, right?
Yeah. But
again,
they come on now.
I don't know. Like, I'm just giving examples. I'm trying to figure out. I have examples, but they just not coming off the top of my head right now. But there are men who do. They choose the woman who was that eye candy, and then it's okay, and it may work. Who knows? Coco and Ice-T. That's a good one.
No, Coco and Ice-T. Once again, though, that's a pimp. He was a pimp.
But that's his wife.
Yeah, he made her his wife.
And but so it's like I feel like at the end of the day, it is somebody for everybody. So it's like that just may not be your cup of tea. But then you have to also look at the women that are now over 40 and still look amazing, and they want to show off their body. And it's like you have that argument. It's because it's like now, like I'm not fat and sloppy. I still got it, and you trying to hate on me. So it's like it's all these different arguments that you can have. But I feel like if you comfortable with it and your man is comfortable with it, have at it.
When you talk about women like that, then yeah, I mean that's a totally different tax bracket when you talk about women up in that type of echelon, and and once again they are, like you say, they were probably, the eye candy. So of course, if you gonna knock her off, then you know what you get. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because this is what she is, and that's obviously probably why you want to knock her off. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But as for us common folk, you're not gonna see that much in our tax brackets.
Common folks think that they rich. That's the goddamn
Shut
problem.
up.
They always looking at the rich folks trying to live their life that they can't live their own realistic life and looking stupid as hell. So you go up against that battle. Yes,
I love a
common
woman.
Folk like to do that.
I love women that can, but see, there's a way that you got to learn how to look sexy and keep some class.
And you can.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure
you can. And those are the women that
more than possible.
I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't mind. Like, most women like to dress provocative and they want to show off their curves and things of that nature. You just don't have to show off, you know what I'm saying? Like, once again, you don't have to have your titties out. You know what I mean? Like, that's something I'm just not going to go for. And then, like she said, no sooner than you get with a man, and now, mind you, if you get with a man and he met you with titty tape on and a see-through fishnet one piece, then no, that nigga really can't, and he still wanted to be your man, and y'all still together.
He can expect that,
right? There's nothing he can say,
right? Because
if you came out the gate with it and he tried to change you, then that's something different. But if I met you and you was concerned, you was sexy, but just not, like I say, see through all that shit, then yes, moving forward, I expect you to continue to dress the same way. Don't get with me and then feel like, oh shit, I'm gonna get butt naked and start wearing my thongs and shit like that. Like, nah, because I'm gonna say something, because I'll be like, shit, that's not what I knocked off. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I was here for. Like, oh no, shit, there's some new shit. I don't like this. I'm gonna keep it moving. Like, yeah. Oh, you like to dress like a hoe. Like, oh no, I'm cool. Like, I'm good.
Aesthetics. Like the aesthetic.
But the thing about it is that if you got a man, you need to cut that shit out, because you got your man already.
You should.
That's all you doing that for, is to catch a nigga.
Right, to keep letting somebody's eyeballs open.
Could you be with a masculine woman?
Of course not.
Why?
Did you see that with Shaq?
That was a good one.
You can't talk to me like I'm crazy.
He cracked me up.
I'm the king. Can't be two kings.
But then how could you date a woman that makes $200 billion?
Name me a nation with two kings.
I can't.
You can't, so that's what I'm saying. But if you got $200 billion, that's I gotta respect you.
She's the queen.
Yeah, but just because she makes more than me doesn't mean she's masculine. You guys are masculine right here. Right here. Motherfucker, where you been? Who was that? That's what guys don't really like to respect. Just because you make more money don't make you masculine. Yeah. But if I marry a girl that's worth $200 billion, that's like, okay, that's your chick.
That's it.
But when we go to Bahamas, I got some too.
Right.
So
and be soft.
Exactly.
And talk to me sweet with a nice tone.
She gonna talk to me sweet.
Period. So that's a learning lesson, ladies. We've said this before. Check your tone. Mind your tone. Mind your volume when you speak to a man, because he ain't gonna let you talk to him just any kind of way.
And if you get these eyes,
it was the same right there.
Stop it. Stop. Don't say nothing else.
I definitely respect that. I respect that. I kind of, when he said masculine is this, I was like, okay, I feel what you're saying.
Right.
Because my thing was, if you still, I would hope that a man can respect a strong-minded woman. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Personality, strong-minded.
Just being able to have a very informed opinion and can add value to a conversation to make you think, and can respect that she has a brain. Like that. I don't want you to just be like, all right, she just need to shut the fuck up and she just need to listen to what the fuck I say and that's it. Like, to me, that is not what a man... No, because of my brain works. So, I'm not about to argue with you at all, but I do have a perspective and I would like for you to hear it. You know what I'm saying? At least respect that. So, I don't know. I wonder sometimes, what is that? What is your definition of this? Like, because it ain't always, it can sometimes be, this is just where I'm coming from and you just don't want to hear it. Like, so I kind of need to know what that boundary line is. I need him to discuss that piece. That was the only thing I had questions about. But he said, you look like that, it's time for you to shut the fuck up. That's what he said.
Well, that's Shaq. So, Shaq got Shaq money. So he can do that type of shit. But for just younger women, out here,
they talk a lot.
It's a lot of talking, and they don't. And the thing about it is that I find myself in this conversation, where it's like, you want to say, or women, always want to say, oh, well, you're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. I am listening to you. I listen to you 100. I listen to everything that you said, and everything that you have said from what you said, everything that you said that I heard. This is my rebuttal, or this is what I have to say back to that. When it's, like you say, when it's something that you don't want to hear, or it's something that pretty much kills everything that you just said, it's a problem. Now it's, I don't care about your feelings, and I'm not trying to understand you. And it's like, yo, I can hear. I can hear, and everything that you said, I totally understand. And I even regurgitated it back to you and told you, and asked you, like, is this what you say? Is this what you mean? Yes. Okay, then. All right, so now it's my turn. Now that I go and dilute and fuck up all that shit that you just said, now I got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Now I got an issue because I didn't just take the stupid shit that you told me and just say, all right, baby, whatever, it's cool.
You right.
Yeah, you right. Exactly, you right. Like,
whatever you say, babe.
Happy wife, happy life is only when you are married and you have a wife.
Man.
You can't say that shit when you're right. You can't say that shit when you are a boyfriend and girlfriend. Ain't no happy wife. You're not my wife. You know what I'm saying? So all that having to, like, I think nowadays, I feel like men, first and foremost, we definitely I feel like we're more patient than women are. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to relationships. But I will say that I'm probably a little bit more outspoken than a lot of niggas is from what I see, because it seems like when I come across women and we do have conversations and we talk.
To a man speaking up.
Right, they're not used to a man speaking up. They're not used to right. They're not used to a man telling them they're wrong. Yeah. Like, no, that's incorrect, sweetie. That's not. Well, I was talking to this one nigga, and this one nigga said, oh, okay, well, that nigga, did you let him fuck? Did he hit? Oh, okay, then that's why he said all that shit that he said. Like, they don't understand that. Like, niggas say, like, if a nigga don't really like you, he's just going to say what he needs to say to fuck, so he can fuck and get the fuck out the way. If a nigga like you, then he's going to say certain things. He's going to tell you certain things to try to make you a better person. And as well as to teach you how to treat me. Like, this is what I like. Mm-hmm. I like my woman to do this. Mm-hmm. I like my woman to do that. You know what I mean? It ain't about, oh, I like my woman to shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody saying that. Yeah. That wouldn't be, you know what I mean? Because most women say,
you gotta listen. You gotta be
right.
able to listen. And I think women do have an issue with listening and kind of hear, because they want to be right so much that they can't hear. And it just turns off everything. Even when you was talking, it made me think about my friend Roddy. He made a post the other day, and it said, if a woman has an abortion, is she considered a murderer? And then somebody under it was like, let's push it even further. What about the women who swallow your kids or something like that? And a girl came right up under him and was like, well, sperm dies as soon as it hit the air, so all of that is out the window. And she had a whole paragraph about how sperm dies. And so I'm looking like, well, so I'm watching the argument between her and the guy, and I'm sitting here looking like she really believes that she's right. That sperm dies when it hits the air. So I finally put a comment that said, so how does sperm banks exist? So then she gets on my post and she said, are you serious? I was like, is that the answer? I'm like, cause everything, I'm like, what you're saying right now makes no sense. So then she puts up some Google response that said, even the Google response was like, sperm is able to live, within 3 minutes to an hour, depending on the environment. Because again, it has to be in moisture. It has to be in someplace warm so it can kind of sustain itself. But she's trying to argue the fact that the minute that sperm hits the air, it just dies. I'm like, girl, you are.
She probably got 10 kids.
I'm like, you cannot answer none of these questions, but you trying to make everybody feel stupid because you don't want to be wrong.
Right.
And exactly. So a dude was a biology teacher. He even came in and commented on it, and I'm like, this is the answer. She just don't want to say it. I'm like, and I'm not sure why. I'm like, but this is the answer. I'm like, girl, we took human biology in high school. That was a requirement. # the basics.
Shut up.
I couldn't understand why she just could not let it go and be wrong. Then she brought her friends in to agree with her and argue. I'm like, y'all are dumb. I'm like, I'm not sure what classes y'all been in or sex ed. I'm like, and it's sad that you as a woman don't know. I'm like, you should know. If nobody else know, you should know. Like, that's reproductivity right there. Like, come on now. I'm like, okay. All right. I've said what I needed to say. # the basics.
The basics.
That's I'm just going to leave it there.
The basics.
But yeah, women struggle.
That's funny.
With hearing and listening sometimes when it's not what they want to listen to.
Well, we're working on it.
One day.
All right, so before we get out of here, we got a couple more topics. We're going to get about this boy, but I got a couple more topics. Actually, what we got? Yeah, like 101. Yeah, like 101. Okay. So let's see. We got Mandy on here talking about accountability. Yeah, her podcast is doing something. I'm just now starting to see, so I don't know if it's been out or what. Have you ever seen it?
She's been on a few podcasts.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think this is her podcast, though.
She's been on a few.
Oh, okay.
Like I feel like she keeps getting another co-host and go somewhere.
Right, because when she on Joe Budden? When she with Joe Budden for a second?
For a minute. She's been with because it was her and the singer girl, and I think she was even on. I can't think. Look, don't even give me the line. But she's been on several. She just keep moving.
Lotto, who just announced her first child, she is baby mama number 3 and is having a child with a man who is still legally married. But as women, there's delusion in thinking that we're going to be the one to get the best version of this man, and he's going to be amazing, and we're going to be the baby mama that gets the best.
But we are talking
we're
about
going to be the wife.
If a woman marries one person, the day I get married, I am saying you're more important than everybody else, or I would have married them. You know how many boyfriends I've had?
A lot. So if you get married right now, your husband goes and creates a family with someone else. This idea of importance comes where?
I agree with you that I wouldn't be with him. What I'm saying is, I think it's okay to say it feels good to be chosen. I choose to believe that women are smarter than we like to think, and I don't know, I'm very pro-women, you know this. I will defend women's rights.
That's a illusion.
Are you a self-hating woman?
Let's be very clear. I am a realist.
There's more nuance to the conversation, and I think when you give into the low-hanging fruit internet conversations like this, it minimizes a conversation that requires way more.
To me, I actually didn't consider this as low-hanging fruit because the women that are actually in my ecosystem are behaving just like these women with $100 million bank accounts.
But what are you saying about them, then, your friends and the people that watch this?
That they are very smart.
That they are not very smart.
No, women are making the dumbest decisions of their life, and then guess what they're not doing? Being held accountable.
That's what it was all about. Accountability. We talk about that shit all the time. We know what that is. And we know why people aren't accountable. Why? What you thinking? You look like you.
Because I got confused at the end. Because when they both said that she's smart, and then the other girl said she's stupid, but then when she said her argument, it sounded like she was saying that she was stupid. So I don't know.
Which one?
Mandy was like, I think you're smart, but her response made me sound like she was agreeing with the girl who said that they were
stupid.
There's
delusion in thinking that we're going to be the one to get the best version of this man, and he's going to be amazing, and we're going to be the baby mama that gets the best.
But we are talking
we're
about
going to be the wife.
If a woman marries one person, the day I get married, I am saying you're more important than everybody else, or I would have married them. Do you know how many boyfriends I've had? a lot. So if you get married right now, your husband goes and creates a family with someone else. This idea of importance comes where? I agree with you that I wouldn't be with them. What I'm saying is, I think it's okay to say it feels good to be chosen. I choose to believe that women are smarter than we like to think, and I don't know, I'm very pro-women, you know this. I would defend women's rights. That's illusion. Are you self-hating woman? Let's be very clear, I'm a realist. There's more nuance to the conversation, and I think when you, like, give in to, like, the low-hanging fruit internet conversations like this, it minimizes, like, a conversation that requires way more. To me, I actually didn't consider this as low-hanging fruit because the women that are actually in my ecosystem are behaving just like these women with $100 million bank accounts. So what are you saying about them, then, your friends and the people that watch this? That they are very smart. That they are not very smart. No, women are making the dumbest decisions of their life, and then guess what they're not doing? Being held accountable.
Or not, yeah.
Okay.
She said or not.
Okay, she said.
She said or not? Oh, okay, she said or not.
Okay, you agreeing with this bitch in the same breath, but you just called her smart. Like, how is that possible? Okay, all right.
Yeah, she is not. They are not smart. Now, I didn't know. I mean, I knew Lala was pregnant, but I did not know 21, because I believe she's pregnant by 21 Savage, right?
I didn't know that he was still married. I didn't even
know that's what I'm saying.
Still, I didn't know he was married, period.
Right, either.
So, yeah, like, damn. If that is the truth, then damn. I don't know how that happens. And she out here, and maybe that's why she was so silent for so long. And right now, for real, she's still trying to play it, private, because even when she gave the pictures of the baby shower, he wasn't in there. It showed names, but he wasn't really, like, in the footage. I think he probably caught a sad pic of this dude. Like, it really wasn't like that. Like, she really trying to keep him out of the limelight with this. Like, trying to keep that title down. But everybody love Lotto. So they gonna let her shine, I guess. I don't know. I guess you gotta be
she said
to get paid.
Hey, you got the complexion.
It happened to Alicia Keys.
You got the complexion for the selection. Well, she got with Swizz Beatz.
She slid.
She got with Swizzy.
Exposed that shit, but she slid.
Who?
We let Alicia slide too.
For what? What she do?
When she took Swizz.
Where she take Swizz from? Melinda who?
He was married to the chick. The singer chick.
Oh, I forgot her name. I mean, I don't know her name.
It may not even be Melinda. It's an M though. It's something. But yes, he was definitely married, and then they had a child together and all of that. And here come Alicia. And that's kind of the story that came out during that time because she was the one who exposed it. But it wasn't that much noise about Alicia taking Swizz. It wasn't at all. And they just brushed that shit right under the rug like they doing with Lotto. So, it's like people know, but she's light-skinned. Let her have it. She's light-skinned.
I never, like you said, I never knew 21 Savage was married.
Yeah.
The way he raps and talks about women, you wouldn't think he was married.
Man.
And he's probably separated. You know what I mean? They're probably not together no more. Because if so, you would think that you would see them together and stuff like that, but you don't. But you don't really see nothing about. You don't really see 21 Savage at all until until it's not right. Until there's some music dropping, then you'll see him come out. But other than that, he's pretty much keeping to himself. But yeah, I mean, I think it was stupid because. Why would you want to have a child with a man that's already, giving himself to somebody who's already married to someone? And he's already married to her. That's where the stupidity comes in at. You know what I mean?
It's stupid if you can take care of the baby yourself and you technically don't need his ass. A lot of women live like that now. They want the baby. So the relationship is really not 100% because I can take care of the baby.
Where did that come from? Where the fuck did that come from, yo?
Money. Niggas, women being able to just take care of it. The fact that women can make money now and they don't really need to depend on a man for the stability and all, they can buy a nanny. It's like if that's the case. You
can't buy a daddy.
Yeah, that's the sad part. You cannot
get you a stepdaddy though.
Be raised by who knows, unless you got brothers or something. I don't know. You got to have some kind of male support system behind that because he gonna need some direction. Or is it a girl? I don't even know what she having.
Me either.
I forget.
I wonder if she's going to put him on child support.
Man.
Probably.
If he ain't going to drop dick off the way she want, then.
Well, no, if they fucking, yeah. If they still together. But that don't make no fucking sense, though.
She probably is.
So he must be married because of, maybe it's his green card.
Perhaps.
Or something.
Perhaps. That would be a good one.
Because my thing is, what the fuck? Where's your wife at, nigga? Like, you been out here doing, nigga, I ain't never seen or heard that this nigga was married.
That's like, he had her like Dre and Kelly.
Right.
We didn't even know R. Kelly was married until she came out later talking about, oh, this man. Yeah, I'm like, who are you?
Shut up.
You were married to R. Kelly? He had a what? He got kids? R. Kelly? Robert? Yeah, we didn't know.
We didn't know.
Man.
So
the whole time, didn't nobody know.
So yeah, I didn't know nothing about that lotto thing. So before we get up out of here, wanted to talk about this this really sad situation. But when it first came out, which was probably about, I want to say 4 to 6 months ago. Mm-hmm. When it first came out, everybody pretty much knew that this guy killed this young lady. The artist David, let me see if I can find.
For BID.
Because I believe the young lady's name is Celeste. There we go. Her name is Celeste something. Right. Something like that. Mm-hmm. So this guy David, he's an R&B artist, and they finally arrested him like a couple days ago, but they found Celeste's body, decomposed body, in the back of a Tesla that I believe he rented, like a rental car. Maybe it wasn't a Tesla.
I think it was his.
It was his, but it was like in a parking garage or something.
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
So it was parked off in the cut somewhere, and people, the reason that they ended up finding her is because people started smelling it. You know what I mean? And started being like, hey, it's hard. It smells like a dead body. So they find it. They know it's his car, all that. But at the time, he was on tour overseas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it was just like, which to me, I don't know. But I just feel it must have been, the record label or something, because I don't see how they couldn't just arrest his ass in whatever fucking country he was in and extradite him back to America so that, you know what I'm saying? But what it may have been, I think this is what they were talking about on the Joe Budden podcast, they were saying that they may have not had enough evidence back then.
That's what they said,
charge
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But what the fuck?
They couldn't connect the dots.
What you mean? It's a dead body in my back, in the trunk of my car.
They were saying that she was a stalker, and she somehow was stalking him and got inside the truck and just locked herself in there. They were creating all kind of storylines for that girl.
Oh, hell no. I never heard that one.
I remember that. Because I was like, huh? So she would actually leave herself locked in the car waiting for this man to come back from wherever he came from. Like that, okay, all right. She's 14. And her parents they ain't thinking about nothing. Like, that don't even make sense to me, but all right. If that's what y'all got.
And they said that's one of the reasons why he did what he did was because she was underage. Mm-hmm. I think she was 16 now.
But how old was he?
I want to say 20-something.
And that's how I'm trying to figure out what was the age when she was 14 then. Like, because, I guess if he was 18.
I think he was like, I think he was like 20-something when she was 14.
Gotcha. So, yeah. But, did you see the video? I don't know if I saved it or not. I came across a post where her brother started sharing all type of things.
Mm-hmm, yeah, I seen that.
And that's the shit I was like, well, damn. So he really can't say he didn't know her now.
Oh, he's 21.
21 now?
Mm-hmm.
And you said it happened like last year, so he would have been 20. Okay.
So he was 20. And she was 15?
It's gotta be then. Something like that.
So yeah, right now they have him on first-degree murder.
That's crazy. My thing is, and what she said on that last...
No, she was 14 years old.
Was she dead? Okay.
Mm-hmm. So she's 14 years old, and he's 21. So she was 13 years old.
That's sad. That is so sad. But yeah, she definitely exposed his ass on that laugh when she said you raping underage girls or something like that.
Yeah, she said something crazy, and he was like, "Oh yeah, cut the live, cut that off now, delete everything." That nigga said, "Delete everything."
Chat, turn it all down.
Turn it off, shut it down, chat. Shut it down, chat.
And so when he saw the chick that looked like her, he looked like he was froze.
Oh yeah, I seen that too. He was looking crazy at her, like.
I'm like, yeah, he got something going on. He got that regret there, just eating him up on the inside. Hey, come home to roost. Chickens come home to roost.
But what makes it so crazy too, Tasha, is that did you know that like a lot of his songs talk about killing?
Really?
They say he has a song where he pretty much in detail talks about dismembering her.
Oh wow!
Talks about stabbing her in the stomach.
And he's a popular singer, and these are the songs that his audience listens
But
to.
his songs, because the way he sings the songs is not. You wouldn't, until now, right? It's just him. Because like the song is called "I'll Kill You," and the song is pretty much about him killing. But the way he tries to make it sound is like, well, not figuratively killing somebody, but killing their, did he say spirit? I don't know. But he was just like killing the relationship or whatever. Mm-hmm. But not, he was just trying to say, like, not literally killing nobody, but like killing the situation and leaving the situation alone, whatever. Yeah, he has a whole video out. It might be gone now, but he had a whole video, anime cartoon video.
And the fact that it was labeled "I'll Kill You" and they play it on streaming places where they claim that you ain't supposed to be saying stuff like that, or how YouTube flags for stupid stuff like words like that, but you make a song and y'all are okay that it's a song. That just further plays into how they be playing us as black people and allowing our platforms to have access to things that we shouldn't, but yet here it is, just for you guys. Go ahead and digest that.
Make sure you digest that.
However you want it to say, figuratively, literally, however you want it. I'll kill you, yeah.
I'll kill you. But yeah, he could have named it something other than that.
That's crazy.
He could have named it what I was gonna say Stan, like Eminem or something.
Right,
right.
I mean?
I'll kill you.
That's deep. That's deep.
And I definitely think they're gonna use his lyrics against him.
They done did it so many times already. So you better talk to old boy.
Oh, Bobby Shmurda, you silly.
Shmurda, him, yeah. Got his ass.
Shmurda just said fuck Jay-Z. I don't know what's going on with him. He's upset. Oh, he did fuck Young Thug too?
Yep, he did the same thing, so hey.
Yeah, but, rest in peace, Celeste.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be, I think the case is over. Like, I think it's pretty much open and closed.
Oh.
No, I'm just saying, it just seems like an open and closed case, right?
You would think it should have been a long time ago, but
because I don't think she, because they had the report and they said that she was bludgeoned in her stomach a couple times. It was like it was blunt force trauma. Like she was, you know what I mean? It sounded like she might have been beat to death or something, man. You know what I mean? 14 years old,
14, and all you wanted to do was love this man.
But right now he's in PC, so he can't see He is going to die in jail, and when I say die in jail, I'm talking about he's not going to last long at all.
No, I know that.
He's not going to last long at all. He's only 21 years old, and you soft as fuck.
And he looks soft as fuck.
Right?
So they gonna get your ass quick.
Man, as soon as you come in there, and what make it so bad is that niggas in jail watch the news like niggas. Like we niggas watching the news every fucking night. Right.
Oh yeah.
Watching the news every night. You hear me? Man. So nigga, ain't nothing getting past them. As soon as that nigga walk through the door, it's over for him.
Right.
He probably gonna get raped a couple times because rapists just want to rape shit. Right. They gonna rape him because they gonna torture him a little bit. But in the end, they gonna hang his ass. They gonna hang him or stab him.
All of the above is what's gonna happen.
Before we get out of here, though, did you see the Tory Lanez father talking and shit?
No, I didn't see the father talking. I heard something about Tory Lanez about to sue the jail because he done got in so many fights since he been in jail or something like that. Like he done got stabbed up and all kind of stuff since he been in jail.
His father is on this podcast, pretty much just talking about. He said the nigga who stabbed him was somebody that they put next to his cell, and he said that he should be in a psych ward because they have a psych ward in the joint. You know, if you crazy. Tory Lanez told his father, like, the nigga crazy, he should be in a psych ward. I don't know why the nigga's next to me. So they said Tory. This is what his father said. Tory asked to be moved.
Okay.
So they moved Tory And they said, and they moved that nigga right next to where they moved Tory.
So what the hell?
So they said then he got stabbed up.
What the hell?
He's also saying that Rock Nation definitely has something to do with a lot of this shit. He was saying that the whole Meg Thee Stallion shit, he gonna defend his son. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we all knew, because my thing is, if a nigga shot you, then there should be a bullet. Like, you can't say he shot me if there's no bullet in you. You know what I'm saying? Nigga didn't shoot you then. If they didn't take a bullet out of you, you did not get shot. Now, you can say I got grazed. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But you can't say he shot you. But that's what he's in jail for shooting Megan Thee Stallion.
I'm just trying to figure out how Rock Nation got to do it.
Well, you know, that's Megan's. That's Megan's. What's her name? That's her people. She with Rock Nation.
Is she?
She with Jay-Z and them. Yeah. You ain't know that?
I know that. No.
Yeah, she
didn't.
Mm-hmm. Ever since she got into it with old boy, you know, old boy had to get rid of her because they was getting into it. I forgot his name, but he used to play baseball. That's the first label she was with. I forgot the guy's name, but yeah, he got rid of her, you know, and gave her the Rock Nation. And actually, I ain't gonna say that. It seemed like it was some shiesty shit that went on behind the scenes with Rock Nation. Like, they literally, like, backdoored him or took her from him or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Because, man, I don't give a fuck. Don't get me wrong. I understand that, you know, they say, you know, to make an omelet, you got to crack a few eggs. And, you know, but I also always remember them saying that behind every millionaire is a crime.
I believe it. They got
you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, behind every millionaire is a crime. So it's just like, there's no way I believe that Jay-Z is, you know, this perfect guy and he's not. That nigga's a snake. You know what I'm saying? And he does what he needs to do to keep his position, because that's just what you have to do. You know what I mean? That's just, once you get to that fucking, oh, I'm a billionaire, I'm this, I'm that. Nigga, you can't stop doing the shit that got you there. Shit, if cutting throats and chopping heads off is what got you to $1 billion, nigga, guess what? I'm going to keep chopping them off. So, but yeah, so his father, I'm going to send you the clip. But yeah, his father's on there. He is telling everything. Everything.
Yeah, I like to hear that one.
Telling everything. And he's saying that, and he's really saying that Tory is innocent. He say Kelsey shot that girl. You know what I'm saying? And Tory wrestled the gun away from her. And that's how he got, I guess, when after she shot at her, him wrestling the gun away, a couple more shots went off or whatever. And that's where that's where everything gets fuzzy in so many words. Because it's like, he's wrestling to get the gun from her because she's trying to shoot her. But once again,
and they both fucking him.
Shut up.
That's wild.
But in the end, Tory fucked up himself. Because he should have took that stand. I don't give a fuck, nigga. This is my life. That's on the line. So ain't no way in hell you would have stopped me from going on that stand and telling exactly what happened that night from my perspective. I would have literally went up there and been like, yeah, she shot the bitch. I tried to get the gun from her. It went off a couple more times, but I'm not the one trying to shoot Megan. She was the one trying to shoot Megan. I was not trying to shoot her. She was trying to shoot her. Like, that's it. Like, had he done that, I don't even know if he'd be in jail right now. You know what I mean?
And how much time he get?
Shit, I don't know. 10 years, I think. 7? I don't know. Let's see how long he got. He
he ain't getting out no time soon.
I don't think so. Not like in the next couple of years or nothing.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
10 years. Yeah. He's serving 10. A 10 ball. Shit.
That's crazy.
And he only been down, he's roughly 3 years into his sentence.
About 3. I definitely remember when that show came out.
7 to 8 years left. Damn, he got early parole eligibility in 2029. They might let him come home if he on good behavior.
While his whole career probably be half gone. That's what they hoping for. They want
they saying that. Cause I thought you was about to say something about his album or something. When I said Tory Lanez, I thought you was gonna be like, "Oh, nigga, that nigga album fire." Well, no, he just dropped the album not too long ago. They said it's pretty good. They like this nigga.
Oh, acting like R. Kelly.
This nigga making hit. Man, listen. They say this nigga making bangers.
Give me a beat on the wall.
Man, listen. They say he in there making bangers and putting them out for his jail homies and shit.
Damn.
So.
Hey, whatever works.
Whatever works.
Keep yourself motivated. Get to the end, I guess.
Right. So, but yeah, I just threw that in there as a little tidbit. So, I mean, this was a great episode. What do you think about the episode?
Pretty good.
Pretty good episode. You know, I think we gonna have some discussions on some switching it up on the names and stuff, because I want to put everything together and get it right. So when we get the name together and we start doing it, we're gonna do it just like they do. When we drop our little stuff, it's gonna say it. Then at the end, it's gonna be like, you know, whoop, this is the name of the show. Like, subscribe, comment. You know what I mean? All that good stuff. We gonna get it together. We gonna get it together. We gonna get it together. We gotta take some pictures and stuff. We gonna get it together. Cause I seen Joe Budden. They got a whole new little intro. You see their new little intro?
I haven't checked.
Oh yeah, they got a whole little.
I see he got another new rewind version. He done.
Oh yeah.
Did so much shit with that show. He done spread it across platforms. Done cut it down, chopped it, and screwed it. He just doing all kind of shit with that. That's why I'm like, yeah, here we come. We
right there. And where can they find you at?
Per usual, Queen Marie _ CLE. And the 444 on this side, yo.
Per usual. Quiet Taste Media, but that's going to change soon. So, Quiet Taste, and then we got Black Fox Initiative of Cleveland, Black Dollar Society, and Mr. Sauce on Everything. And, you know what to do, man. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Hype me up, hit that hype up. Hit that hype sign, or whatever the hype thing is they got now. They got this new hype thing that hype her up. Hype me up. Hype me up.
Get my boot and put my boot up first.
Right.
Do that too. All right.
Put the boots on the ground. That's what you talking about? The fans out.
I would definitely do that. Oh. Y'all gonna see where the fans at next week. Y'all gonna see where the fans at. But yeah, that dude they be doing the hype me up dance with the boot. He already gotta put his foot in the screen.
Oh yeah.
And then come out with it.
Did you see they're boycotting the big dude who be dancing around?
Yeah, but he really is annoying. I don't like that dude.
I don't like him either, man.
And it's not. I don't even know why. He's stupid as big as fuck.
Man, big and dumb as fuck, yo.
He just gets on my goddamn nerve. I have nothing else to say.
Well, to me,
he might be a
like
nice
they say,
person. Who knows?
He's definitely. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I'm about to say he's definitely a nice person. The way this motherfucker be jigabooing and shucking and jiving. That's really that's why people get upset with the shit, because it's just like, that's all you doing, bro, is you just
catering to these white folks.
You just shucking and jiving and jigabooing for these white folks, bro. You big as fuck. Why ain't you over there teaching niggas how to work out and shit like that? Teaching niggas a workout routine or something like that. You over here dancing for food.
You're looking like a straight
dancing for food, though.
Looking like King Kong, little son. That just makes no sense.
Dancing for bananas.
That's it.
That shit crazy, bro. I'm boycotting his ass too. So
ridiculous. I never cotted his ass in the first place.
Shut up. So, never cotted him.
Never cotted him.
You silly.
Yep.
Well, you know what it is, man. We appreciate the love. Make sure you guys click the link in the bio. Like, subscribe, know what to do. We out. Peace. Till next week.